Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Now Girl podcast. This is episode what 6,
Five.
perhaps
Five.
5 and a bonus, so
Five.
6.
True.
See,
I forgot.
yeah.
Because I'm reading it.
Anyway,
This is
y'all.
five.
We are 6 episodes in. We're so excited. So for today's episode, y'all, we are going to be giving y'all a Grammys recap. We have not watched, or I haven't watched an award show in so long.
I
So we was
typically like
like,
to watch a good award show, but it depends on who's going to be there.
right, I haven't watched one in so long. So when we decided to do this, I was like, okay, I was actually excited for it, whatever. But we just want to give y'all our thoughts on like the Grammys itself and just like who won the awards, all that stuff. We're gonna kind of skim through like the performances and stuff. We'll talk about little points here and there, and then we're gonna get into like who won the awards and how do we feel about those who won the awards. So yeah, we don't have a Now Girl Moment of the Week because it's the Grammys, so we have to talk about the Grammys. So, you ready, girl?
Yep.
To get into it?
Yep.
All right. So, first, I want to talk about like the Grammy, like how some artists feel about the Grammys. So, you have like two groups. I would say three groups of artists and creators. I think it's those that fully support the Grammys. It's those that they support the Grammys depending on how they feel this year or how they think the Grammys are gonna go this year. And then you have the group that doesn't support the Grammys at all. And it's funny because a lot of the artists that we grew up with
They don't support the
don't
Grammys.
support the Grammys. Um, and like obviously, like all the new artists support the Grammys for the most part. They're new, but a lot of like the artists that we grew up with and some of the old head artists, they do not mess with the Grammys like
Not
that.
at all. Like, I was watching a clip from Eminem, and he was explaining that, like, after he got snubbed, like, 2 times back to back, he never ever went. He said he will never go back again. And they were like, who was asking him? I cannot remember. I forget. It's somebody in radio, but um, he was like, I'll never even go back. He's like, I'm never thinking about even. He was like, well, what do you have to perform? He's like, I'm not going back. What's the point?
Yeah,
I was like, what the
like
heck?
a lot, and then like that too. Like a lot of people feel like the Grammys typically gives they mess up a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times. The Grammys, I feel like the Grammys don't get it right a lot of times with like who they give
Mm-mm.
the awards to certain years, and then other times I
Mm-mm.
do feel like they get it right. You know, like the
Mm-hmm.
awards are justified for the person, but yeah, like it's a lot. So some artists just don't support the Grammys at all, so you won't even see them there at all, like
Yeah.
at all.
No. Sorry,
But
I got so scared. Whew. Okay.
I'm so
Sorry.
but
Girl,
like for
I'm gonna
example,
tell you, my biggest fear is like I'm talking to you, have my headphones on, and like somebody walks up behind me. That is my biggest fear. So anything that I hear that happens, I like jump and I look behind me. I don't know if you can ever tell, but like
you do this all the
sometimes
time.
sometimes I'm just like, oh, like I
I
gotta
got your
check
back. We can see each other. I can see somebody coming for you. I got
because I don't know why. I'm like, did I leave the door unlocked? I know I didn't, but I'm like, did I leave the door unlocked? And then somebody just, whoever upstairs dropped something. I'm like, dear God, you saw me jump? Did you see me jump? Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
so
I got scared.
weak.
Look, ooh,
But
child.
yeah, like how I feel about the Grammys is I'm sometimey because I like I said they do get it right sometimes, and I feel like I know like a lot of
Mhm.
times they don't, and they like snub people. Like that one year, which I love. I think it was no, it was 2 years, I believe.
Mhm.
One, well, the second. Okay, let me just say that year that Macklemore was against Kendrick,
Yes, and
and
then everybody
they
said
got
he like,
they gave it to
yep.
Macklemore, and I was just like, now we all know
It was
that
just one of
Kendrick's
those
album. I don't know if it was album or was it song. I don't know what it was.
song. I think it was song.
Was it
I
song or
definitely
was
think it
it
was song.
album?
I think it was song.
I don't know. I don't remember, but I know a lot of people were upset about that, and I was too. And then it was
Mhm.
that year. Nipsey Hussle and I think Mac Miller died in the same year.
Yep. No, oh no, not
And they were both. Yeah,
But
Mac
somebody was
Miller,
up for,
because
and Nipsey.
Nipsey Hussle got nominated for a Grammy the year after he, like, the year after he died, or I forget what month, but it was, I think
Oh,
it was Nipsey Hussle up
girl, his
against
drug
like
dealer got
some other
seven and a
people,
half years.
and Mac Miller, and they gave it to Mac Miller, and people was upset about that one too because they felt like they should have gave it to Nipsey. I believe
I
that's
don't
the
know.
one.
Want me to check for you?
Yes, fact check that for
Okay,
me. But those are
let me
like
see.
two of the ones. Oh, and also I would say another little, how they doing Nicki right now, and that whole situation and that whole thing that came out with that.
Girl,
That's a crazy
let me go
situation too.
ahead and add my girl Ariana Grande, because they did the exact same thing to her. They told her to come, please come. Like, we'll do this. Like, she basically performed "Thank You" next there, and like they made it seem like all the stuff was like Ariana Grande is gonna be there, and like, y'all know how they do, like with the Grammys. If they say like Beyonce or like Nicki Minaj, like somebody a big name is coming, they're performing, that means they're about to
Mm-hmm.
come there and win a lot tonight. That not, Lord,
That
that
not.
night, I'm not even that not that night, she actually won like maybe one, and she did not win album of the year. That was when Billie Eilish won, and that's kind of like the whole entire
Mm,
thing where like they feel like artists are being snubbed. Like, why am I continuously showing up if y'all giving it to somebody? Not to say Billie Eilish didn't earn it, but like,
mm-hmm.
what's the point of doing it if you know?
Mm-hmm. I think it's just sad sometimes how like new artists come in and they have like
Mm-hmm,
one album or like one song and they just
mm-hmm.
sweep the other people. I think it was last year's Grammy. Billie Eilish got like I don't know how many
She
Grammys
it
last
was
year.
last year. She racked up, and that's
She
why people were
racked
like,
up
"Huh?"
last year. I
Like,
think she had like five, if I'm not mistaken, four or
yeah, she
five.
had, because I remember her holding them like they were babies, and
Yeah,
Ariana
that was
Grande had
last year, right?
one.
Or the
Yeah,
year
it was
before.
one. Yeah, it
It
was
was one of
last
the
year.
years. Yeah.
Ow, my finger is like not doing good.
But that's kind of, like the Grammy controversy, how people feel about the Grammys or whatever. But we still wanted to watch it because I wanted to see. And y'all know this was monumental for Beyonce, but we'll get into that. So first
Hmm.
we're just gonna kind of go through some of like the performances and moments. So to open the show, Bad Bunny opened the show, which I
Girl,
think I seen somewhere that he's like the first Latin artist to
Latina.
do
Yeah,
something.
I said
I don't
Latino.
know what it
He's
was.
Latino.
It was something. I don't know if it was performing or it was something with a award or something like that.
I'm not a big
Um,
fan of his. I don't know why.
I
Just
don't
the
like Bad
stuff,
Bunny.
just the stuff I see online about him. I'm not a big fan of his.
I
And
like
it's
Bad
not to do
Bunny.
with music. I guess it's just like I was watching, I was on not TikTok, I was on Twitter today, and people were talking about like how rude he is. I'm like, what you mean rude? Well, apparently he was walking he was walking down with like some girl, like they would like, your girl was like, oh my gosh, it's Bad Bunny, and like talking to him, doing this and the third, and he felt like his privacy was being invaded, and instead of like, I guess to me he did it kind of harsh, he ripped the girl's phone out of her hand and threw it in the water. And I'm like, okay, like I understand, like your privacy is invaded, you don't like that type of, you don't like that confrontation type stuff, but I feel like there was just a better way he could have handled it. He's like, I felt like my privacy was being invaded. I'm like, yes, like you had a great point about that, but the way you went about it was, to me, was wrong. Just to me.
I like him. I've liked Bad Bunny for a long time, and even though I have no idea what he's saying in his songs, they sound good to me. So I listen to him, and I don't know
I
what he's
tried to listen to
saying.
him.
I don't know what
I
he's
did.
saying, but
I gave
what
him a
I
listen.
hear, it sounds amazing to me. I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but I kind of like, I used to, I don't listen to him as much anymore, but I listen when like, cause now he's like at the point where he's like, I would say he's up on like superstar status. So
Yeah,
everybody is
because
like now like
everybody
Bad
knows him,
Bunny.
like global superstar type.
Yeah, so but I was on Bad Bunny like before all of this, like when he was just like not just getting started, but when he was still fresh. So I used to look up like what the translation was, and this is guy on YouTube. I don't know his name, but he does all the translations to all like the all the songs like that. So I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
oh okay. But yeah, I thought his performance was. I didn't know he was gonna open the show. Um, I felt like it was just regular. I haven't seen him perform a whole bunch, but it was. I think it was a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a lot of dance, but I like it because culturally,
it was like that's
it was there. It was there. It was giving.
yeah.
But
I feel like
I just
I wonder if they almost would have switched like Lizzo's performance with his. Like you know how Lizzo like sometimes you give her a big stage, you know, because sometimes
I,
Lizzo to me has big performances.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who else I would have like seen to wanted to do it. But I
But
mean,
they
his
also
performance,
give it to like who's pretty big for the year, and
yeah.
it was him.
I think his performance was good. Like I said, I don't see him perform a lot, so I think it was cool. It was cool. It was good. But now we have the Stevie Wonder performance with Smokey Robinson and that little group from TikTok. Their dad is in Boyz II Men, and we don't know how to
They
say
do be
their
singing.
name.
Wayne
Might be
Moore?
second time. Waymore,
Wayne Moore? Let me,
Waymore,
because they never say it,
Waymore.
and I hate. That's one of my pet peeves is pronouncing somebody's name wrong.
Yeah,
And
Waymore. But
but I feel like
they're.
we're correct.
I think so. They're all brothers. If y'all haven't seen them, look them up. They're pretty good. Their dad, like I said, their dad is in Boyz II Men. I think his name is Wayne or Wayne or something. It's spelled kind of like Wayna. Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But
Let me look
all
it
of
up.
their names are their dad's names. So it's like Wayne or
He
Wayne.
really did. It is. It's
The
Wayne
first, the second, the third,
the
the
second.
fourth.
And the little
Whatever.
nicknames: Big Boy, Chulo, Tavis, and Rocco.
But
I
I
feel
was
like
like,
I'm
oh snap,
pronouncing
they was on it. That's pretty big.
Tavas.
Like
Tavas.
obviously like their dad is in the industry, but they really do work for theirs because they've been
Yeah, they
singing on the
originated.
internet for a long time. But that was cool. Stevie Wonder is still Stevie Wondering. He looks the
And
same.
girl, you know, it is something to say that like all four of them can sing. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
most of the times you never find like you know what I'm saying. You never find all four of the kids that can sing.
Right.
It's always like one that can sing and two, and the second one she's like, yeah, I can sing. I ain't gonna tell you I can sing.
Right. And Smokey Robinson performed. I think this performance was a tribute to because I think
To
Barry
Barry, who was
Gordy
it?
and Smokey Robinson
Yep.
won some award. I forgot what it was. So it was a tribute to them, but Smokey Robinson performed. So he still got it.
Oh, Smokey.
You see that video he made? I don't know when this was, but he was like smoking that dope. I don't know the rest of it.
I swear, but he is like everybody's grandpa.
Oh my
They're
god.
like, Smokey, what you
Y'all go
talking
look
about?
it up. If y'all know what I'm talking about, go look up Steve. I mean not Steve one, Smokey Robinson. I don't know what the name is, but put in smoking that dope. I think drinking that drink.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. Don't play it on here,
Oh,
copyright.
I ain't
But
gonna do that.
look up the lyric. Let me look up the lyric. I can't. Oh my god, y'all. But yeah, he still got it. Smokey, he look good for his age. I don't know how old he is, but he looks good.
Oh, gang banging is his song.
Gang. So I seen it on TikTok. I was like, this can't be real. This isn't real, right? But then I
Girl,
looked it up.
you know,
The bit y'all,
Smoky
please
North.
go.
I said Smoky Norfolk.
Which
That is not the
not
same.
God,
That's not the gospel, man.
not the gospel.
I don't know why. When I was a kid, I used to get them confused because I mean, you got Smokey and Smokey. Like, what's the difference? But when I
This
grew
song came
up,
out in
I heavily
2004.
realized.
Okay, y'all. These are the lyrics. This is the verse. Is wasting your time drinking that wine. Oh, he said smoking that smoke, not smoking that dope. Doing that coke, doing that dope, giving up hope.
Girl, I'm looking at it.
Gang
Now.
bang,
Is
gang,
it
gang.
is it a poem? Because girl, I'm watching it, and this man's like giving it like a spoken word. He
Gang
said,
bang.
"Smoking this smoke, gang
Okay,
banging."
okay.
He in all black, like gang banging, gang banging, gang banging.
Gang. No, he said gang bang. It's so funny, y'all. But go check out that man's video. But yeah, that
Not
performance
that man.
overall was a good performance. You know, they legends. It was good. They still got it, and I'm glad that way more was on there. That was pretty cool to see. Next, y'all, me and Lauren was like
Now why you
watching
say it
this
like that?
real time and like talking on the phone together at the same time. We didn't try to talk too much about it because but this performance right here we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Smith. Now, I want a preference before we get into this. Me and Lauren are very accepting people of all races, genders, colors, sexual orientation, whatever you are. We
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't matter to me. I don't discriminate.
It just
I love
nope.
everyone. Okay. Now, Sam Smith, the Sam Smith that I
Grew
was
up on.
introduced to and grew up
It's
on
not the
is a
same.
totally different Sam Smith. And I want to say this because I don't want to make it seem like we don't like him because he, is non-binary. Well, sorry,
He is
Sam Smith is
non-binary.
non-binary, I believe. So
Yes. So they them
trying to get the
pronouns.
pronouns right, y'all. Excuse us. Y'all know how the pronouns be. We trying. I forgot. But yeah, Sam Smith is non-binary. So that doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about Sam Smith's transition in music.
Mm-hmm. Because it
When he
you
first
got
came out,
it.
he was up there. He was up
I
there
was
for
like,
me.
Latch. I had that whole album.
Yes.
I was like, oh my goodness.
I was
Yeah,
like, who
like
is this
girl.
man?
I was like,
At the
oh
time,
my
y'all, who is this
gosh.
man? Because when Sam Smith first came out, he was like it. I don't believe pronouns were even a thing then, like they are now. And he was just Sam Smith. He was he at the time.
It was always like I could see. I think he dated somebody, and then like they went away on Instagram for a while, and then they came back and was like, I identify as non-binary, and I was like, okay, cool,
Mm-hmm.
got it. Then they were quiet for a long time, like on Instagram, and then pops up this song and like a whole different Sam Smith. It was like one of those like
Yeah,
overnight like drastic things. I was like,
yeah.
oh, oh,
I was
oh,
like,
oh. Like every
damn.
time I'm like, what? Wait, hold on. Like, not saying that's
Yeah.
bad for a person, but it was just very like,
Mm-mm.
this ain't Sam Smith. This ain't Latch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
And
not
I
that
don't
Sam Smith.
and I don't expect him to be the same because people
No.
evolve and stuff. But I like you
Yes.
said, like the
It was
Sam
just
Smith
very,
that we were introduced to was
very,
different.
so he,
Even through the
back
years, he
then,
was still putting
yeah.
out the same sort of
Yeah,
song. Now his
back then
unholy song,
it was very much like heartbroken stuff, like, oh, like,
yeah,
leave your lover, leave him for me. That was woo, that was a song. Okay, that was like,
right.
I loved like his ballads were so sweet, and then
Hmm.
all this happened, and then now they have changed. They have
I don't know. I
changed.
was watching that performance and I was like, this is Sam Smith. I
Denny
was
was like, "This is Sam
like,
Smith," and it was so funny because Jalen was like, "Sam Smith, like Sam Smith." It's like, yeah,
yeah,
that's Sam,
like,
child.
and
That's
I just
Sam.
don't. I have seen a lot of people talk about the actual music video for the song, but I
Girl, it is
obviously I
something.
don't listen to Sam Smith anymore, so I didn't
It's
see it. But the
it's
performance,
one of those.
I was like, wow,
I
he's
think
just not my cup of tea anymore. Like, just I don't listen.
I
I haven't
think
listened to him in a long time, so.
like listen to that song. I was like, okay, it became popular on TikTok, and I was like, oh, okay, singing it. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
Hmm.
Then I haven't watched the video, but well, the music video, but people were posted online about how they and the girl Sam, no, Gabby, whatever.
I got
They're
her
like
name
how
here
it's
somewhere,
just
but
it how it was just like blatant. It was weird. People felt like it was weird. Like
mm,
some of course parents was gonna say it went too far, but like actually like to hear other people our age was like it went a little bit too far. Was like,
yeah.
oh,
And they
like
had
you
like
never you don't hear
the
that a lot with younger people say like it went too far.
right.
You know?
Like they had, I think he had like some double ears and stuff. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
A lot of other artists have done things
do the
like this
same thing.
before, but I'm just saying, like Sam Smith in general is just not my. I don't. It's not my cup of tea anymore. Um, and
Yeah,
like you said, I
I
heard the
will
song on
stick.
TikTok too,
I will
and I
stick
was like,
with
okay,
their
Sam,
old
like this your new
songs.
sound, right?
I will
Like
definitely
this your
stick
new
with their old
sound,
songs. Oh.
right? Overall, I mean, I guess if you was to look at it in a production standpoint and take how we feel out of it, the production was pretty good. I would say of the performance, even though I was just in awe. I was like surprised that was Sam Smith. I was just like, all right, but
It was very interesting. I don't,
overall,
overall it
I
was,
guess it was a good performance
yeah,
for him or whatever.
yeah.
But yeah. All right. So the next performance, Lizzo's performance. So I think that Lizzo did a really good job. She's a good performer. I've seen her live before, so I know kind of like how she is. But I would say I was expecting her to do more than she did, but I know like she only had like a certain amount of time and everything. She had the choir and she sung that song. I don't know what song that is. I
Which
forgot.
one?
The one where she's talking about, I don't know. Let me see.
Which which one she has? I listened to her album. But did she perform the "I Love You" song? Which one was it?
Yes. Yeah, that
Because I
one.
listened to her. I like that song. It is very uplifting.
That one. So she sung that one. She had a choir and stuff, and
Because
she
I
did
love
a
you.
good. Yeah, she. I think that's what. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But she
Right,
did a really good job. Like I said, I've seen her live before.
girl. I
Before
wish she's one
she
person I want to see live.
it's a worth it. Like, but when I seen her live, this was in 20. It was before COVID, so it was
That's probably.
either
And she was
late
when she,
2019
and
or
that's when people.
early.
What song was that she had back then?
Oh my gosh, what was
I
it?
can't think of it because everybody. Why men great till they gotta be
Yep,
great?
that one.
Don't
So this
text
is
me, tell
before
us if
she
it's not
obviously
true.
Lizzo obviously Lizzo was big then still too, like, you know, but she's now more, I would say she's more now mainstream, a lot more mainstream than she was. But this is before she like before she
It is
um
Truth Hurts. I'm sorry. I had to sing that whole entire thing to
yes,
figure out what song it was. It's Truth Hurts.
sorry. But this is before like she became Lizzo that we are like we know today. But she
Yes.
was still pretty, you know, pretty
Still, like,
known, pretty well,
yes.
like a
Like,
well known name, pretty,
and
you know,
I will
so
say,
yeah.
I don't know if y'all watched the, have you watched, like, the little, the wing one where they had to eat, like, the hot sauce? Like, you dip it?
Uh-huh. I haven't
She
seen
did it.
hers, but I know what you're talking about.
Girl, hers is really good. Like, she was talking about how, like, she composes her songs, and like how, like, she leaves like little tricks in there, like only like people who are like musically inclined can like hear it. And I'm like, oh, that is very clever. You gotta watch it. Like, I grown a new respect for Lizzo after like watching that.
Mm-hmm.
It was so
Seeing
good.
her, I haven't been to like a ton of concerts in my lifetime, so
Girl.
she's a part of the handful I've seen, and
Girl, how many
it was
have
like
you seen?
outside. I've seen all the ones that we saw at school
Okay.
and Lizzo.
Really? Oh my god.
I was supposed to. My plan was to go literally the year that COVID happened. I was gonna surprise her, and I was gonna get us Dreamville
Yes.
tickets
Yes. I remember that. Cause I was
because
like,
it's in
girl,
because
please.
it's in Fayetteville. But COVID
Hmm.
happened, and
Took that
then
all
next thing
away.
you know, I was pregnant
Girl,
and had a baby. So
who have I seen? I've seen Cardi B. I saw Sweetie. I've seen what's his name? I can see his face, but I can't think of his name right now. Um, what is it? It's a TikTok trend. It's like bend over, breathe through your nose. What's it called? What's that song? You know who I'm talking about?
Kevin Gates.
Yes, I saw him. I've
Huh?
seen Ariana Grande. Girl, I was that year we got out of college. I
It
was
was
going
concert
everywhere.
hopping,
I
right?
was going to concerts. And also before that whole entire little the baby he blew up right before COVID, he was coming to Charlottesville. And I was like, my friend and my sister wanted to go so bad. And I'm like, I don't like the baby like that. Like they were debating getting floor tickets. I'm like, why are we getting floor tickets for the baby? I said, I was like, I can see getting floor tickets for somebody else, but the baby? Like, do we
He,
like him that much?
I will say, not now because all the things he's just done and just
Mhm.
But when
Back,
he first came out, I
uh
could
huh.
see why people wouldn't play because I've seen him perform like prior to everything, and he's a really good performer. People say he's a good performer, so
Yeah, but I was
he
like,
and then
they were
he's
like,
also the baby in general is like a very
he's very
charming person,
charming.
so
Yes,
he gets people. But
yes.
with Lizzo, I guess because I've seen her live before and I know the type of performances she does, I thought it was
Hmm.
gonna be more like boom boom bam. But then I had to think
That's what a
about it.
lot of people said. Like watching on Twitter, what you're saying is matching with everybody. Like they thought it was gonna
Yes,
be even like in past performances, like not for the Grammys and
right.
other places. Like they thought it was gonna be like this huge big production because Lizzo is known for her productions. Like when she first popped out, she had all the women coming out the cake.
Right.
You
It
know?
was so cool. Like at her concert, like it was just like it was a show for real. Like that's I would
Mm-hmm.
say, even though we've been to concerts when we were at school and stuff, we had quite
Mm-hmm.
a bit of those. The
We
Lizzo's
did.
concert was my first full. I feel like what I would consider, all the other concerts were real too, but I'm saying like
I
from
feel like
start to finish,
I
like
feel like our college concerts, because we seen y'all, we had some pretty good people come to Radford. I will not hold you.
God,
Like it was very surprised. Like to
we
be
had
a
Ray
PWI,
Shermer.
and be that small, y'all. We had Lil Uzi. Like we had
Yes,
who else did we have? Then Lil,
we
not
had
Lil Durk
Ray
came.
Shermer, Lil Uzi. We had Lil Durk did come,
We
but
did okay, yes. Didn't and we
other than
y'all we
that,
had Wale. Did we have Wale?
yes, we didn't go to that one.
I will kick forever kick myself in the tail for not going to that one.
Right. I don't
I
know if
was
we were
so
even
upset.
there.
We
I
went
don't
home.
know.
We went home
We
the
did
exact the
something.
same. The same,
We
and I
did
was like, oh, I
something.
was like, okay, it's just Wale. And then now I'm thinking about it, I'm
No,
like,
you know what
dang.
they did? They didn't announce who it was until
They
like the
did until
day.
like the day of, and then all of a sudden,
Mhm.
because everybody like, I ain't coming, and then y'all, we tried to have this instead of having like Coachella, we had like Radchella. Y'all, we had what's the name there? I cannot think of. I can see her face.
Rico Nasty.
Yeah, we had Rico Nasty. Y'all, we had all these people,
I didn't go to
and
that
then
one.
I didn't either because it was gonna be too much. I remember I got a
Oh.
concert because I was like, who was at this time? I did not know who Rico Nasty was, and I
Mm-mm.
didn't really listen to music like that. And I mean, I listen to a couple of songs now, but I'm not like a oh my gosh, it was Rico Nasty. I don't miss that. Now that Wale concert,
Yeah.
I will forever be upset at myself for not going to
It's
that.
kind of like they didn't tell us. I forgot
No,
what
because
the situation was.
I feel like they didn't know until like day of almost. Not even day of, but like they just didn't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went to quite a few concerts. You know,
Yeah. I also would say we went to Shy Glizzy concert, which
we did go to Shock Lizard concert.
oh, Shy Glizzy. I was so excited for that
Girl,
concert.
Denny was. I remember that day. You was like, "Oh my gosh, he's right there." I mean, I feel like I have videos. You be like, "He's gonna be right there," like
Shy Glizzy, I was starstruck. I was like, then somebody. It was a situation where somebody was trying to fight Shy Glizzy or some. They were
it
trying to do something
was.
with Shy Glizzy, and the concert ended shortly. But let's get back on track because we talk about
Hmm.
during concerts. But
But
overall,
I mean,
I said Lizzo's
it
performance
does
was
go to
good.
show. You know,
Yeah,
it goes to show.
Lizzo's
We got some.
performance was really good. I thought it was gonna be more, but then I was
Hmm.
like, well, the song that she's singing, like
It's a self love, self positivity.
yeah. So
You know.
that was a good overall performance. She did good. She always performs good.
Hmm.
So Quavo's tribute to Take Off with Maverick City, I thought was really good.
Hmm.
There was some tea that came out about it, but it
It's been
has been
quickly.
debunked
Yep.
because the
Yeah.
Jasmine brand posted that there was allegedly a fight between Offset and Quavo before the tribute. Apparently, the Grammys wanted Offset to be a part of the tribute with Quavo, and they were
Which
saying
I
that
don't see. You know,
Quavo put his arm out and told Offset to not come on stage when he was ready to come on stage, and they got into a
altercation.
altercation, and somebody had to break it
But
up.
Offset put on Twitter that why would he fight with his brother? But
Right.
I will say that people are still saying kind of like they want to see them get back together, knowing that life is short. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, which is very true. You know, they've had a fight. They need to heal. You know, that was their brother, like, that was their friend, brother, cousin, nephew, like, all of that for them. You know,
Right.
so I do think they need to kind of put beef aside and talk it out.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that situation kind of like the Lauren said, just talk it out. Um. So then we have the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award. I thought was really nice. I feel like he deserved it, and they named the award after him now. So I think it's called the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award now, or something like that.
It might, yeah.
But
Or
he
could
was
this
the
be global
first
impact?
recipient of it, or he's either the first. I don't know. I forgot what Cool J said, y'all. He was saying a lot, so I don't remember.
Girl,
I
the thing
think
is
he
about
said
LL
that
Cool J, he gonna talk.
right. I think it was he's the first person to either get the award or they just decided to name the award after him. I don't know, but he got the award, the Global Impact, which I feel like was very
Well deserved.
well deserved. He's done a lot.
Hmm.
He's been around for a lot. I think he said 40 years, his career, like in
Wow.
music and everything, for 40 years.
And you don't
So
hear about that nowadays. You hear about people who are like, all
right,
right, now I'm good
right,
and
and he's
dipping.
still going. So I think that. Well, actually, I think now he's slowing down.
Mm.
Because I think
After
he
that
sold
thing
his.
with his wife, remember that?
Yeah.
His ex-wife, child, that was a
It was
year.
a
Was
whole
that
lot.
COVID?
I don't know, girl. I
I'm
feel like the years run together.
like they do. I just remember that whole entire thing being like she was a doctor. I'm sorry, I gotta look that up, but it was just
She was a
that divorce
doctor.
thing. Yeah, his wife, she was a lawyer and a doctor.
I don't
Something
remember her
like that.
being none of them at
Yeah,
all.
she's
Because
a lawyer.
if you
Let me
watch
look.
how you watch Straight Outta Compton, she might have been. I don't
Yeah.
know,
No, this is
but
a new wife. This is a new wife. Hold on, let me
okay,
see.
that's the same wife.
Nicole Young?
I think she was in Straight Outta Compton. That's when he met
I don't
her.
know, child.
Because the Straight Outta
Let me
Compton went
see.
all the way up to 2000,
Because I
I
could have sworn she
believe.
was a lawyer. I want to say she was a lawyer. Or am I thinking about somebody else? Let me type
I
in
don't
lawyer.
know.
I could have sworn something. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm looking it up.
But yeah, so he got that award, like we said. I think it was well deserved. And then,
Girl, she got $100 million
um, I
and
think,
half of his liquid assets. Oh my gosh.
I think
Child.
that they gave Dr. Dre the Global Impact Award and named
She's
it
wicked.
after him because it's the 50th year of hip hop. So they did a tribute, and I thought the tribute overall was really, really good. I do have some
Mm-hmm.
thoughts on it, but I'm just gonna tell y'all who was in it.
Mm-hmm.
So what they basically did was it's like a time machine, and they did artists that like not people that
They kind of,
started. It
they
was
kind of
like really
like,
close to the start of when
yeah,
hip hop
like
started. So you,
they were trying to obviously show like the flow
mm-hmm,
of how it went and like like how well this is what happened here, this is what happened. They tried to do it kind of like across the different states of like what songs came out, kind of when
mm-hmm,
it was a good. I would say they did it right in the timeline series of it. They did
yeah.
skip over a couple. I know people were complaining about how like the south side of hip hop wasn't in there, and I will say I think they did one song.
I think what it it goes back to artists not supporting the Grammys
Yeah,
at all,
yeah,
and I think that's kind of where it was because I'm just gonna name some of the people that was in it, y'all, because it's a lot. So you had like
it's a
people
whole
like Missy
bunch.
Elliott, Big Boy, Run DMC, Queen Latifah, Method Man, Public
Hmm.
Enemy, Busta Rhymes, DJ Jazzy Jeff was in it. I was like, girl, when DJ
When
Jazzy
he
Jeff,
pop up, I
I
said,
was
"Wait
like,
a
is
minute,
Will Smith somewhere? Because I feel like
wait a minute."
people forget. Like people forget. Y'all know
He did.
I
Yep.
am like a old head. Like I know a lot about just music and movies, and especially back in the 80s and the 90s. Like that's my era. I wish that I grew up in, but that's neither
Hmm.
here nor there. But so when they did, it, I was like, "Is Will Smith gonna pop out?" Because I feel like people forget that Will Smith was a rapper first and not an
Hmm.
actor, but he didn't,
Hmm.
y'all. He did. But yeah, so they had DJ Jazzy Jeff, they had Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel. They had Lil Baby, Glorilla, Little Uzi, Nelly. Who else was in it? Jada
Girl, it
Kiss,
was a
I think
lot.
the locks.
It was a lot.
Styles
Salt and pepper.
P, Salt and Pepper. Public. Did I say Public Enemy?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you
Flavor
name it a
Flav
lot.
been looking. Flavor Flav been looking the same for a long time. That's he aging well, I think. But yeah,
Hmm.
so basically they had like all those artists, and it kind of went in order by like year and
Hmm.
era. So I feel like on the older side of hip hop, I think they definitely did it and got it right because they had a lot of artists from like the
Hmm.
70s, the 80s, the 90s, like that era. I think they did a really good job. When we get into the 2000s, I think that's where people's most problem is,
And because you can
because
kind of see like it was it was I wouldn't say it was rushed, but like you can kind of see like it was kind of confusing, if that makes any sense. Like it was like, wait a minute, huh? You know,
I think I
they were
think
skipping a whole
that
bunch.
like I said, I think the main thing is, but LL Cool J did say in the beginning that this does not include every artist. They couldn't include every artist because if that was the case, we would be there
Girl, then
forever.
they be there for 4 days
So
straight.
I think that's a part of it because you only have a certain time limit. Also, you gotta take into consideration who's available.
Hmm.
Also, have to take into consideration who will actually do it.
Yep.
Also, have to take into consideration, like we said, a lot of artists do not support the Grammys. Because they've been
Mm-mm.
snubbed repeatedly.
Or
And
they see the injustice, all of
I
that.
feel like Jay-Z don't really support the Grammys like that, to be
He was
honest
just
with
there
you.
because his wife had to be there.
right. So you know how that go, but that's what I think people have to keep in mind also. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but they did kind of go from like they did like Nelly, and then you know Busta Rhymes is kind of like multi. You know he's been rapping for a long time, so I think that. But as far as like they kind of missed the whole 2000 era, but they had Nelly there, so I guess he was like to represent the 2000s era.
Mm-hmm.
And then they like I don't know who was after Nelly and how they got, but then they got to Lil Baby, which I definitely feel like Little Baby should have been in it
Yeah,
instead of Little Baby.
I told you, I just think it was a weird segue for me. You know,
I think because if they would have had a couple more like 2000s ish, 2010s artists
yeah, it would have segued
right there in between,
right.
and then to like Little Baby. But then I was like, okay, Little Baby, I can understand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, okay, Glorilla. I was like,
G
okay,
to the L.
because it's she's kind of what is out right now.
Yep.
But then I was just like, it's like a lot of other people too. But then I remember
Yep.
people that are available and willing to come. Like, of course,
Mm-hmm.
she was nominated, so she was gonna be there. So I get it. Then they had Little Uzi. Little Uzi's supposed to represent the TikTok era.
And girl, you know, actually, what I'm surprised is they had what's his name sitting right there. I can see his face. I can't think of his name. Oh my gosh, DJ Khaled's friend. Do the rock away. Leave
Fat
that.
Joe.
Yes, he was there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't throw him in it.
Mm, yeah.
I mean, but
They
it
kind
just
of
would have
had people
showed.
from his time. They already had people from his
Yeah.
time though, so it's kind of. I
Okay.
guess I don't know what the decision making behind it was.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, overall, I think the performance was really good. Like, I do think that if you had like some more of the 2010s sprinkled in there, like like
it would have
it
kind
would
of
be
flowed.
great to see like Nicki Minaj, but obviously her situation with the Grammys that was
Mm-hmm.
out, and like Drake doesn't support the Grammys either.
Mm-mm.
Even though he got
He
one,
win like every year, you know.
but he don't really mess with the Grammys like that either. I don't think so. But
I don't know
like
what happened, but I
Like
think
T
you're right.
Pain,
T
like
Pain.
so. But I mean, LL Cool J said that Paramount and like CBS and stuff is gonna be like um
All
celebrating the
year
50th
long.
year all year long. So we'll see what else they have under their sleeve. But that's kind of like the nuts and bolts of the show. I know it's more performances
Mm-hmm.
and more moments to talk about, but that's all we're gonna talk about. And we're gonna go into the award winners, um, and just give our thoughts on the so
How you want to do
for
this? You want to read the whole entire thing, or you want me to read it? So,
um we'll how about this, y'all? We're gonna just gonna go each part, and you can say who wins, and then I'll just tell them who the nominees were and how we feel. So yeah.
okay.
So who was record of the year, girl? Who
It
won
was
that one?
Lizzo. It's about damn time.
Lizzo. So
Which I
I
think
think that was deserving.
yeah, I like Lizzo. Like I told you, I've really grown to like respect her. You know,
Mm,
just I've really grown to respect her and like her craft and how much time and talent she uses with it. Like y'all, I'm telling you, she really y'all have to watch that wing episode where she was talking about like literally what she does and what she goes through with songs and how lyrically she puts
mm-hmm.
stuff together. I was like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah, the
I didn't
Hot
think it was
Ones
that much.
episode. The Hot
Yeah,
Ones
there you go.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So other people that was nominated was Harry Styles, Steve Lacy, Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar, Doja Cat, Brandy Charlie, Mary J. Blige, Adele, and ABBA.
I'm not
I don't
sure
know who
about
that
that
is. But looking at the nominees, I do, like I said, I feel like Lizzo definitely deserved it. I think that's a
one.
good one because obviously, Beyonce won a lot. Harry
Mm-hmm.
Styles won some. Kendrick won some. Steve Lacy won one. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I like Doja Cat's Woman, but
I
I just
do.
don't think
First,
that
I will say I
that one
love that
was.
album, like her pop out album for her. But there's a couple songs on that track where I'll be like, all right, skip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with Lizzo's, they all flow and they're all about positivity and stuff like that. So I think like in
Yeah,
this year especially, and well last year especially, where people are really like focusing on like self love and their journey with it, Lizzo got that.
yeah, I think yeah. everybody did. I mean, the ones that I know, I don't know really much about Brandy Charlie, but I do know she won't.
I don't know who that is.
She, I don't know who, if it's a woman or not. I believe so. Brandy Charlie.
Brandy
I don't
Charlie?
know.
I don't know.
I think um I've seen
Brandy
another
Charlie.
award where Brandy Charlie won.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um
Her children announced
yeah, that's
her
the one.
wife and her children announced her.
Yes, her. So she won another one. And everybody in this category won, I believe, besides Mary J.
Something.
Blige. Which
Oh, not Mary.
I wish
Betsy.
Mary would have won something, but she was, I mean, for her to be nominated in this group, I think it was really good. She's
That
still
was
Grammy
yeah.
nominated, but it's a lot of heavy hitters in here to go up against for that record of the year.
Hmm. And I
All
will
right.
say, like y'all know, y'all you can't lie and say that you was not listening about damn time like all the time. All
Yeah,
right,
it was a good song. So who won album of the year?
which is some controversy with this one. I know y'all already saw the Twitter stuff, the TikTok stuff, where the guy announcing was like Lizzo, Beyonce, and got to Harry Styles.
Yeah,
That's literally how it was announced. Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
Which
So he was nominated against Beyonce, Bad
Lizzo
Bunny, Mary J.
was
Blige again,
oh dang.
Lizzo, Kendrick,
Was Adele in that one?
Coldplay, Brandy Charlie, and Adele, and ABBA. Whoever ABBA is.
I don't know who I gotta look ABBA up. I'm sorry, y'all. If
Ooh,
we
ABBA,
it's a
ABBA.
super group.
Yeah, like the people I see.
Oh, okay. I know who they are now, y'all. Forgive our age. This is part of the 70s. I don't know
Okay,
how they came. I don't know how they came back into play,
I don't
but
know, but they
oh, they did Dancing Queen. Dancing Queen. That you know that song? You
yeah.
do. Yeah, that's their song. But
Okay.
I don't know how in the world they came back into. I'm a little confused, but
I
okay.
I'm not
They
gonna lie. With this one, I think that I'm one of those people that believe that the Grammys is definitely like it's it's a way that they do things, and some of the stuff I wouldn't
Yep.
say rigged, but they know exactly what they're doing with who gets the awards. Because if you look at
Hmm.
everybody that's nominated in this category won another Grammy. I
Except
believe,
Mary
I
J.
don't know, but yeah, Mary J. Blige won one. I don't believe, and then Coldplay. I don't know if they won one, but
What
like
did Coldplay put out this year?
I could see why people wanted Beyonce to win album of the year, but she did win some other awards. So I'm thinking the Grammys was like, she got these other ones. Let's give it
Girl,
to somebody else.
I will say
So
if y'all watch the clip where they announce Harry Styles and y'all see Adele's face, so she was just kind of like, hmm. And it wasn't like a that she didn't win. It was a that they kind of snubbed Beyonce.
yeah,
Y'all gotta
so
watch it.
that one y'all know is controversial, but
Hmm.
yeah. All right, so the next one is the song of the year. Um,
Oh
some
yeah, she
Bonnie.
Bonnie
I don't even say
Raitt.
Bonnie.
I don't
I
know
don't
that.
know Bonnie, but she
I know. I
won't.
ain't gonna.
But she was up
It was
against.
a total surprise. I remember seeing that she was
Yeah,
sitting there was like, huh, like
you know what? A lot of the people that won awards were actually surprised that they won.
like
That's
you
what
wouldn't
I heard.
expect
I
that.
seen. Well, I mean, I saw people being like genuinely surprised when their name was called, but a lot of people were saying that a lot of the nominees this year were like surprised that they won. But she
Hmm.
was up against Steve Lacy, Beyonce, Kendrick, DJ Khaled, Adele, Harry Styles, some person, something with a short film, Lizzo, and somebody else. So basically, all you can tell is a trend here. All of the same artists are nominated in the same categories. So they gave it to Bonnie. So
Tabani,
shout out to you, Bonnie.
Tabani.
All right, so best new
Best new artist.
artist.
Samara Joy. I don't know much about her. We had to look her up. She's a jazz singer.
Yeah.
I do not know much about her. So I
I've
cannot tell
seen her
y'all.
name before somewhere, but I don't really listen to her. But
Girl, I was for when Diddy told me her name, I was like, "Oh, she went to high school with us," and she's like, "No."
right, I
Like
was like, girl, what
I,
are you talking about?
I was like, "This girl went to high school with us," and she's like, "No." It's like, okay,
Let's
yeah, I'm not
see.
really sure. Is she the one that sung the national anthem?
I don't know,
Was that
but
her?
Samara Joy. After this, I'm like, I'm gonna look her up and like
She's an American jazz singer.
see what she do. But
And
you
she's our
know,
age, actually, y'all.
in the words of Issa Rae, I'm rooting for
I'm
everybody
rooting for
black.
everybody, but like,
So
oh
I'm
girl, she was
happy
on
for
American
her.
Idol. Period.
I'm happy for her. She was up against these other artists. This first one is called Wet Leg. I don't know. Molly Tuttle, Toby, no, how do you say his name? Y'all know Toby. Him and his wife. You know they be wearing like the same outfits, the same color. And him and his wife and what's his wife? What do he be calling his wife? Not Pumpkin.
Oh
Toby.
no, girl, I
Nawinye.
don't know.
Nawinye. You know that
Oh, oh,
one.
oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. He sang, what's it called? Try Jesus,
Yes,
not
that
me,
one.
cause
What
I
did he
throw
be
hands.
calling? What did he be calling his
Girl, I
wife?
don't
Not
know.
Pumpkin. I don't know. But anyway, him, some group called Menskin, Lotto, Money Long.
People, okay, I will. People are tired for Lotto being put up for new artists
Yeah,
because
I seen that.
if you do think about it, she has been around for a while, granted, but
Hmm.
she technically still is in the eyes of the Grammys. She is a new artist, which is really weird.
I can see, yeah, because she's not technically a new artist, but I
She's
guess
not at
in the
all
eyes, I guess,
for the
I guess they
Grammy.
consider her a new artist because her one song,
It
Big
did come
Energy,
out within
got
the.
blew up
Yep,
for her. So I guess
yep.
that, but yeah, I seen that. But Lotto, Money Long, Dami and JD Beck, Omar, Apollo, and Anita. Um, so shout out to Samara Joy for winning that one, Chad. All right. Next is the best pop performance. Who took that one home? Well, Ryan.
Adele.
Yeah, easy on me. She's literally nominated up against the same people: Bad Bunny, Doja Cat, Lizzo, Harry Styles, Steve Lacy. So I think that's deserving. I like
That is so
Adele.
interesting. So I took a quick look about like what defines somebody as a new artist for the Grammys, and they're saying that basically, hold on, y'all, I'm sorry. Basically, it's defined as a Grammy process. I mean, for any performing artist or established performing group who releases during the eligibility year, which was the time they had it, the recording that first establishes a public identity of the artist or the group. So yeah, Big Energy that established
Yeah,
her
as a
start
new
to
artist.
fame, which
Yeah,
was which people are like, what do you mean? That technically is her start to how everybody knows her,
yeah. How like the masses know her.
even though we know her as Miss Mulatto. But
Yeah, right. All right, next is the best pop duo slash group performance. So this
that
one went
is
to who?
Unholy. Unholy by Miss Sam Smith and Kim Petras.
Yeah. Yeah, so Sam Smith was nominated against Post Malone and Doja Cat, Coldplay and BTS, Camila Cabello and Ed Sheeran,
Cabello.
and ABBA. What was I saying? Camila
Camilla Cabello.
Cabello. What did I
Cabello.
say?
Camilla Cabello.
Oh, shoot. Y'all, y'all know so much. Okay. So next we
Girl.
have the best pop vocal album. So who won that one, Sharon?
Harry Styles, Harry Styles. Now, I will say about Harry Styles, that song, as it was, I love that song. I listen to it every
Yeah.
day going to work. I love
I
that
don't
song.
I don't
It
not
very
like
much,
Harry Styles, but
it very much, it felt like, oh, okay, like I'm kind of getting my day together. Like it feels good to know somebody else is going through like a rough time.
no, I mean
Yeah.
I don't listen to his music. If I hear it on TikTok, then that's there. But I don't personally like listen to him, like go out and listen to him. But he did perform, and his
Hmm.
performance was really good. So I mean, yeah, like I said, y'all, they're not. He's nominated against the same people, and all of them end up winning Grammys, for the most part. But he was up against Lizzo, Coldplay, Adele, and ABBA. So I guess in that category, yeah, he would get the best pop vocal album. But you do have like I don't listen to Coldplay, but you know Lizzo and
I'm not a
Adele.
Coldplay person.
So all right, so the best dance recording, best dance
And
and electric recording.
a recording and music album. Beyonce won both of those. She won
Yeah,
recording for Break My Soul, and then for the whole entire album, she won as a Renaissance.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
So yeah, I don't really know a lot of people that is nominated in this category, but Diplo and Miguel had an album together or a song
Mm,
together, and David Guetta and BB Rex, and then
BB Rex. She
Keandra. I know her. I know that her because she did that song. I don't know, but I don't know. I said whatever her name is, featuring her and Rufus Du Sol. So
for
yeah,
what?
Beyonce took home the best dance recording and the best dance music album of the year for both of those. Which I think those two is what got um her to have the most Grammys out of any artist ever. So she has what 32 now.
Yep.
So shout out to Beyonce for doing what she do best. All right, so the best R&B performance, girl, who got that one?
That was hours and hours and hours by Money Alone.
I am so happy for her.
I am. I'm glad that she won that one. I do think that was well deserved. Everything she's been through with her
Right.
label and like hiding stuff for her. Now, do not get me wrong. I only listen to Hours and Time Machine, but if she drops more music, I will be inclined to listen.
Yeah, I'm glad she won that one. So she was up against Jasmine
Mhm.
Sullivan,
Oh, wait a
um,
minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for yelling, y'all.
Lucky
She was up against
Day,
Jasmine
Mary
Sullivan and she won. Hold on.
Mary
I'm sorry.
J,
Hold on.
and
Take back what I
Beyonce.
said. Take back what I said. Against Jasmine
No,
Sullivan,
but yes, but Jasmine Sullivan. I think at last year's Grammys, didn't Jasmine Sullivan win some awards last year?
she did. She did. But
Yeah.
what?
So
Well, okay, I
yeah, for
can
her
say.
song
I,
"Hurt Me So Good."
oh man, I love that song. But I can say for the performance, I thought it was overall album because I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, I can see it now because
Yeah.
Jasmine Sullivan is not a. She performs, but she doesn't bring like how like Money Long when she I forgot what place she went to and she did like this whole entire like people call it the Tyler Perry production. What award show she did that on? I
Was
cannot
that the
remember.
BET Awards?
Or was it the Hip Hop Awards? It was something.
It was the Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah,
Cause the Hip
yeah,
Hop
but
Awards is mostly hip hop.
yeah,
Y'all
look,
can
I
tell she
couldn't
don't
remember.
watch it.
I don't
Y'all
watch
can
that one
tell
because I
she
just don't feel
don't
like it.
watch it.
Let me look. Hold on, because I want
It
to know
was
what
the
award
BET
show it was
Awards.
on. It
But she
was.
was up against, like I said, Jasmine Sullivan, Lucky Day, Mary J, and Beyonce. I knew Beyonce was gonna get that one. Like I said, y'all, she got all the other ones. She got the next R&B award.
She did.
So I do wish, like I said, Mary J. Blige was nominated in I think 3 or 4 categories.
Hmm.
I do wish she would have won something because I just love her, and I haven't watched her whole documentary on Amazon Prime, but the parts I have watched, like her story is just
Okay, okay, here you go. So she performed the Time Machine in Hours on the honors on the live on the BET Awards and on Soul Train. She did like a whole production.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she did a whole production. I knew it was something on BET, but I could not remember.
I wish Mary
Not
J
remember.
would have won though. I ain't gonna let it sit
You
here
know,
and
I
lay
told y'all how
out.
I feel. I told you how I feel about that song. I feel about
It's it's not even
that.
that song she was nominated for. She was nominated
I don't know
for
her
"Here with
album.
Me," featuring
Yeah, the whole entire.
Anderson .Paak.
I don't think
I wish she still
really
would
she
have
didn't
won
do.
something. I love her. I don't know if she has any Grammys at all. I'm not sure, but
That's a good
I wish she
question.
would have
Let's
won.
look at that.
She
Mary.
looks so. I don't know if she was like just there, but she's like she looks so sad in the face when like her name didn't get called, and I was just like, oh
She has
gosh.
won. She's won quite a bit. Her last win was 20. Was 20. I'm sorry. Was 2009.
Yeah,
That was her last win. She's won one, two, three, four,
but
five, six, seven, eight.
I just love
She's
her.
won nine.
So I just
Nine in
love her.
total.
So the best
Girl, Juice back
traditional
there is
R and
crying.
B and vocal performance.
That's Beyonce Plastic Sofa.
Yeah, she was up
And
against
she
Mary J. Blige again. Mary J. Blige again. Jasmine
I'm sorry,
Sullivan.
when you hear that you got a heavy hitters like Beyonce and Jasmine Sullivan, girl,
Right.
I'm
Babyface featuring
sorry.
Ella May and Sonia. What's her name?
I will.
Snow Allegra.
Snow
I just said Sonia.
Sonia. Sonia. Snow Allegra.
Who is Sonia?
I
Who is
was like,
Sonia?
now that's actually that's a good category to be in. Dang,
Snow
that was a
Allegra.
hard one.
So
Snow
yeah.
Allegra.
All
I
right.
will
Best
say
R&B song. Oh,
that
sorry. Go
was
ahead.
Cuff It by Beyonce. Oh no, girl, I forget. You know my ADHD.
You
I
forgot
can't
in two
remember.
seconds.
I did. I told you my ADHD was like, all right, next.
Oh my gosh.
Beyonce, cup it.
Yeah, Cuff It. So she was nominated against I
And she
don't know
won.
the artist of some
Surprise,
of these
surprise.
songs because I can't see. Oh, Please Don't Walk Away, PJ Morton, Hurt Me So Good, Jasmine Sullivan, Hours
PJ
and
Morton is
Hours,
so good. Money
Hours
long.
and Hours, Money Long, and Good Morning Gorgeous. So
Poor
yeah,
Mary J. I'm sorry. Mary
they
J could have
could have
got something.
gave. That's what I'm saying. They could have gave this one to her
Something.
because
Like,
I'm
dang.
sorry, because they could have gave this one to her. I would think they could have gave this one to her because Beyonce had
Dang.
all the other ones. Um,
Give Mary
they could have
J
gave
a
her a Good
bone
Morning
or
Gorgeous.
something.
Right
Let the
now, you see
woman
what I was saying. Now you see she was nominated in a
let
lot of
the,
categories this time.
let the lady get
Um,
something.
right. And girl, Lauren was like mind blown when I told her that PJ Morton was in doggone Maroon 5. Because when I found out, I was freaking
It's
mind
just
blown. Because
wasn't he playing? He was playing piano or something.
he
What was
plays
he
the
doing?
drums,
Oh, he does both of those,
I
don't he?
think.
No, he
I
does
think it's
drums, piano.
Maroon
He
5.
does it all.
Literally, but like PJ Morton, when I'm thinking PJ Morton, I'm thinking gospel. So when I
Gospel
found
and
out he
all
was in
that.
Maroon 5, I was like, where have I been? I knew there was
I
always a black person in Maroon 5 at
you
some
ain't
point,
know
but
it was him.
I
You
didn't
ain't know it was him.
I don't know how long he's been in the group. I think it might have been another black guy before him, but I'm not sure. But I knew there was a black person in the Maroon 5
I
at
do
some
think
point.
I
So
think it's so interesting about like just him in general.
yeah. And y'all know if y'all gospel busy, if y'all grew up in church gospel music, y'all know PJ Morton
His
is Bishop I said
Bishop
Bishop Paul
Bishop
Morton's son.
girl,
But
I
yeah,
love when he does renditions of his dad's songs. Oh my gosh! But like at the same time, I
like
think I really like PJ Morton just because I feel like he knows his roots and he knows where he comes from, and he knows
mm-hmm.
he has a great voice.
Yeah.
You know, that being said, he knows he can blow out a gospel song, and he knows how to do R&B songs in a good
Mm-hmm.
manner. You know what I'm
He's really
saying? Like,
talented.
yeah, that man executive produce,
Right.
girl, that man
So
is.
this one I didn't put on there. I don't quite know how I missed this one, but best urban contemporary album and Steve Lacy. I think I might have put it on there.
Yeah, you did
No,
progressive. Oh, that's progressive album.
This is best urban contemporary album. Steve Lacy won that one. I don't know if
He's
it's
a
the
very
same or they
interesting
named it.
person.
I don't listen to him, but I'm gonna go and listen to him
He's a
because
very think
he's
of
so
if
funny.
y'all want to think of somebody back in the day, like he gives very much indie vibes, like like a very chilled out, like he was, like
I
just a very
when they were on TikTok talking about this man, and they was like, this is how Steve Lacy would say something, or he would talk, or he would be cussing people out. I don't know, but it was so funny. So I was like, I need to go listen to this man's music, and he was nominated against people I don't know. So shout
yeah,
out to
probably
him.
that's what I'm saying. It's very he's very indie, like, but it's R&B at the same time, but it's very.
Right.
I think to be honest, I think they're being generous with giving him like an R&B type thing because I don't think it's R&B
That's why
personally.
they do. See, I'm on the actual Grammys website, and it says best
Mhm.
urban contemporary. But
I can
then
see
I know
that
he got the best progressive
progressive.
R&B album because they
That's
say
what I don't.
progressive R&B is a different. It's not like traditional R&B.
That's I just don't know why they just
So
name it indie because really his music is very like you get ready to take like a 14-hour drive and you putting some on like just to numb out the sound of the road. That's what you listening
yeah.
to. Okay.
So for best R&B album, who got that one?
That was I don't know this person. It was Robert Glasper, Black Radio,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he was nominated against PJ Morton, Lucky
and
Day,
Chris Brown won it.
Chris Brown, Mary
Poor
I should
Mary
have gave
J.
this one to Mary J.
Oh, poor
Now,
Mary J.
y'all done her wrong now. Now, this is about the fifth award she done been nominated in, and y'all didn't give Miss Mary nothing.
Girl, Mary said I was up there singing. Y'all ain't give me a high five, a
You ain't
look,
give me
a wink,
nothing.
a
Cause
wink. Like
Good
I,
Morning Gorgeous,
to be honest with you, like I can see why she probably looked disappointed because you had told me you invited me here and like to get what? To get not a
like
single thing?
she was nominated so far. I think it's been like five, and you seen
Yep.
that clip of Denzel. She
Hmm.
probably was like when he was like I'm leaving him with something.
Yep. And
I'm
girl, she ain't
pretty
leave
sure
that.
in her brain she's like, okay, I'm nominated in all these categories. I'm leaving
I'm
him
gonna
with
get, at
something.
least get one.
Cause this one I would be like, she could have got it. Then I mean, it could have went to Chris Brown too, but Chris, a lot of award shows and stuff
Yeah,
have
they're
kind
not.
of black
kind of quiet on Chris Brown,
blackball, not blackball, but kind of
but they
blackballed
really
Chris
have.
Brown a bit since the
Hmm.
whole Rihanna thing. So yeah. All right. So best rap performance. Who did that go to?
That went to Kendrick Lamar, the Heart Part That. He also
Yes.
won. He won best rap song and best rap album.
Yeah. I think that was very deserving because
Hmm.
we love Kendrick
Now,
Lamar.
y'all, let me tell y'all what Denny said when this man got up on the stage, y'all. I'm sitting there watching. She goes, "Why does he look like he's a substitute teacher?" I said, "Why would you say that?"
Okay,
All
y'all.
the
He
man
had on.
did.
Go look it up and see what Kendrick
She
had on. Because
said he
Kendrick
looked like
had
a
on.
substitute teacher.
Think about it. He does. He had on like some slacks, like some dress pants type. He had on a dress pants, dress shirt, and like some dress shoes, kind of. But then he had like a windbreaker jacket and a hat with a whole bunch
Like,
of clips
can
on it.
y'all imagine? Like, I'm just sitting there watching. First of all, I had one eye open, one eye closed, and she like, he looked like a substitute teacher. I sit up and look at it. I said, "Oh my gosh,
You can't say I went right.
oh my gosh!" It's just I just never heard of somebody be compared that you look like a substitute teacher.
You know how substitute teachers be? Like they don't. They
Yes,
just
they're
kind
trying to
of
like they're like I'm
halfway,
here. They're like I'm here because I need
halfway,
a job, but like at the same time I
halfway
don't care.
professional. Like,
Yeah, like they're
but
like I don't care.
I love him. Now, me personally, this was not my favorite, my most favorite Kendrick album because
Hmm.
he has so much music, and I like a lot of his old stuff and a lot of his
I like his
music
older. I
personally.
agree. I like his older stuff.
Um, but I do think that he definitely deserved the awards. Like Kendrick is very talented, and he hadn't
Hmm.
put out no music in forever. So he was nominated against for the best rap performance. He was nominated against Glorilla, Pusha T. No, not that's does not say Pusha T. That says Pusha P, Gunna, and Future. And I definitely said Pusha T because Pusha T is nominated in one of these categories. Vegas by Doja Cat. Now, see, the problem I have with Doja Cat's music, the way they categorize her music,
I think it could be more of a. What you think? You
I
think it's
don't put
a?
her. I feel like they need to choose where they want to put Doja Cat because she was
She
just
could.
in the best the other thing in
Yes, because
best
that
rap
one.
performance.
Because don't get me wrong, everybody's like, "How is she rap?" She is technically her. Some of her songs are rap. Majority of them, yes. The
I mean,
other
I get
half,
it, but it's like I can't.
nah,
I mean, I can't knock her because I mean she do make a mixture of music, but
girl. Don't get me wrong. That what we call it. I love the Woman album. Like, don't I love that album because I listen to it like 24/7. Like that's like one of my favorite. I'll be like in the car getting it. Um, it is kind of weird though. Like now seeing like how she is compared to how she was before. That's what a lot of people say, which I'm not disagreeing. Like it is like seeing her. People are saying like her downfall. I don't think it's really her downfall. I don't know. I guess we kind of got to
yeah,
feel it out, you
yeah.
know. But
But he was gonna win this one for sure because he was nominated against
mhm.
Glorilla, Gunna and Future, Doja Cat, DJ
And girl,
Khaled,
Gunna couldn't even be there to get the
and
darn award in the first place. So,
he they could he not
mm-mm.
on probation, is he?
Is it? I don't think he is. I thought he was still there.
Girl, he is Gunna has been out. How have you been missing?
No, girl.
Y'all,
All
she
I
did not.
saw.
Y'all, if y'all
I
want
don't
the
care about
tea
that
and the
man.
news, if y'all want the tea and news of what's going on right now, I'm in the know of what's going on. Gunna been
I
out
don't
for
care
like
about that man,
2 months, almost. But yeah,
girl.
so Kendrick got that one
I
for
just keep
sure.
seeing his little what you call this.
No, he got out. It's a whole thing. Another day for that
Girl, no.
conversation. Another day.
I,
So best rap performance. I mean, no, best melodic rap performance, and this one says
mhm.
best rap slash song collaboration was "Wait for You"
I
feature
do agree on that one. I
featuring Drake
love
and Tim's. Yeah, because they went
Tim's.
up
First of
against.
all, without Tim's, I don't think that song would have been the
Well,
way
you
it
know, it's
was.
her song. People were saying like it's her song, so
It
her
is.
part of it is gonna be a lot better. But
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like they definitely deserved it, and I feel like the whole
Hmm.
song as a unit was really good. Like some
Hmm.
people was like, some people didn't think they was gonna win actually, but they
Hmm.
were up against Big Energy by Lotto, Die Hard by Kendrick Lamar, First Class by Jack Harlow, and Beautiful by J. Khaled. So, like I said, y'all
But
know the
who?
Grammys how they do stuff. Kendrick won like three, so It wasn't gonna give him that one, and then I don't think Lotto's was gonna outdo
It wasn't.
Wait for You. So they definitely deserve that one.
Girl, Wait for
Now,
You was everybody was talking about that song.
right. So for rap song, child, Kendrick got that one for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
Drake. I mean, yeah, Wait for You was nominated again. Pushin P, God Did, and Church Church Chill Downs. Yeah, but girl, that was a clean sweep for Kendrick right there. I'm sorry, that was a clean sweep. All right, for best rap album, Kendrick got that too, and he was nominated against Pusha T, Jack Harlow, Future, and DJ Khaled. And y'all, I need y'all to go back and go to that when Kendrick got the best rap album, cause Jack Harlow's face
Mm.
was like that man looked like he's finna cry. Now I don't know. I'm not gonna say that that's how he really felt. I don't know, but that's how he looked like he was finna cry and ball his
Get
eyes
out.
out. Because you have to go back and look at that clip. I was like, bro, is you finna cry? Like, I'm sorry, Jack Harlow. Kendrick was gonna get that. Kendrick was gonna get that. I'm sorry. And I wouldn't even pick Jack Harlow second if I had a choice. I don't think. I think I
Who
would
was
have
in
probably
it? Let me hear it.
picked
Who was it again?
Pusha P. I mean Pusha T. See,
Pusha P.
I keep
Okay.
Pusha T.
Okay.
Jack Harlow, Future's
Okay.
album, God Did by J Khaled, and that's it.
Okay. Now, I guess my second probably would have been Future.
Probably for me, yeah, Future because I like Future. So
I would put DJ Khaled as last. I did not listen to the album at all.
I think I would put DJ Khaled. I might put DJ Khaled over Jack Harlow because Jack Harlow only
Really?
had from that album. I think First Class was on that album.
First class.
Yeah, but he looked like he looked sick. I like that Jack. You up against Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah, that won't happen for you, boo. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Future, and DJ Khaled. These people, all of them
I'm so
people,
sorry.
been in the game for a long time, and that don't mean anything these days. How long you been? But like, come on now.
That won't happen.
Right, Kendrick got that one. So now we're gonna get into the gospel
side,
portion. I said
the very
portion.
the very small gospel section that they do have on the show.
Yeah, we almost done, y'all. Y'all know how the Grammys is. It's a whole bunch of
It's
stuff.
a whole list. Am
All
I
right,
skipping?
girl,
Are we skipping through?
It's only a few more of these. All right, get the best gospel performance and song. Who got that one?
Which, if y'all already saw this coming, y'all knew it was Maverick City. First of all,
yeah, Maverick City and
love
Kurt
a good
Franklin.
Maverick City. And I think I think Kurt Franklin went on live tonight, either on Facebook or Instagram, with like his thank you, because he has. I guess he wasn't there. I don't know if he didn't think he was gonna win it. I don't know, but he went on Facebook or Instagram live tonight, thanking everybody. So
yeah. So they were nominated against. Y'all know the gospel categories are very small. There's not a ton of gospel artists out there, so it's really the usual people that be nominated every year.
Kurt Franklin, I feel like Kurt Franklin
Ty
has
Tribbett
won
was
every year.
Nominated. P.J. Morton was nominated.
What was Ty Tribbett nominated for?
For his song "Get Up."
You know what's weird? I don't hear
Dominique
that from him a lot.
Jones.
Dominique Jones.
I don't know her. And then Erica Campbell. Positive.
Come on, Erica. All right, Erica.
So yeah, so
girl, she go solo now.
Right. So basically, Maverick City and Kurt Franklin took all the gospel awards.
Yep.
Besides one.
So they swept the categories in best contemporary Christian music performance and song and gospel album. Well, them and Maverick City. And they took best gospel, best contemporary Christian music album, best contemporary Christian music album performance, which their performances, if I did have a chance to go see the tour, that would be it. Okay, y'all?
Yeah. I feel like that was definitely deserving. Not saying other people didn't deserve it either, but I'm just saying like from the gospel side of things, I've seen more. I remember, and Elevation Worship was also nominated for Best Contemporary Christian Music Album, and Elevation Church music is really good too, but it ain't better than Maverick City's. I feel like what gave Maverick, but they did a song with Maverick City.
They did.
Um, so what? I attend Elevation Church. We
She sure
used to go in
does.
person, but now we go online. But actually, I've been watching Sarah Jake's messages a lot more. I love her.
I love, but we gotta talk about that one day. We gotta talk
Yeah,
about good pastors that we listen to, because
yeah,
I will say Sarah Jakes Roberts, that is my girl.
girl,
Okay,
girl,
girl,
like, oh
that
yeah,
she's like one of my favorite people to like sit down and like listen. Like when you having a bad day, oh, she's so
right.
relatable. Okay, she's so but that's a whole nother topic. We gotta get on that because y'all,
Yes,
we still gotta talk about our church experience, because we are Southern women, so we
we're
go to
church girls.
church. We're church girls. Okay.
Um, but yeah, so yeah, like I said, Maverick City swept all the gospel categories. But this one was
Mhm.
pretty cool. So the best roots gospel
Yes.
album. So
Yo,
who
I
won that one,
was
girl?
so TCU. That's a TC. Jesus, Lord have mercy.
I was like, that's
Tennessee State University to TSU marching band urban hymnal. So
yeah.
technically, yeah, I'm sorry, the urban hymnal. That is Sir the Baptist, Kiera Shear. They kind of came together and did this whole entire thing. If y'all go to Sir the Baptist, Donald Lawrence and Kiki Shear, but they basically Sir the Baptist has this whole entire documentary where he wants HBCUs to be put in better light. So he literally has a whole album of with TSU and other HBCU bands of getting their music out there, because honestly, that
Mm-hmm.
album's pretty good. Okay, they did it. He,
Yeah.
first of all, is a mastermind with music. Um, so honestly, if y'all really you got the time, go pop over and listen to Sir Baptist. He's a very, I will say, some Christian music, like you have Maverick City, those like elevation of like kind of like you're uplifting, trying to do all that, but like Sir the Baptist, he's very like he has modern type beats, and like they're really
Yeah.
good. Like it's, if y'all ever want to listen to it, go listen to him, because he's kind of one of those that's just like he kind of gives that Kirk Franklin feel, but at the
Yeah.
same time it's not Kirk Franklin. Like it's like almost like a hip hop beat to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You listen to his music,
So I've heard some of it before,
girl.
but
My favorite one is when he does Kiki Shear and not Carlton Banks is in it.
I seen that one.
That is
I
my
seen that
favorite
video.
one. It makes me laugh, and like it gives me like a smile every single time I watch it.
Yeah. So they basically did, and I think TSU is the first HBCU in history to win a Grammy. So shout out to
That is
them.
good.
Um, so these last two, I just add these in because they're people that
Uh
we
huh.
like, and they black
Period.
folks.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yes, because Miss Viola is an
Miss
EGOT girl now,
Viola,
honey.
yes, she's an EGOT. She is
Right?
amongst like the three. I know it's Jennifer Hudson, her, and who?
Who?
Who was the last person?
I don't know.
I want
No,
to say it's.
just her and Jennifer Hudson. I don't
I
know.
know them. I'm gonna look it up. Go ahead.
But yeah, so she won that. Shout out to her. And then the last one, best comedy album is Dave Chappelle. I don't know anybody else nominated in that category. And like we
Whoopi
said in the
Goldberg, girl.
Whoopi?
It's what? Yeah, girl, Whoopi.
No,
Cause you know
Whoopi's
Whoopi.
not in there. Oh, you
She
talking about
is.
EGOT?
Yeah,
Oh,
the EGOT. So,
girl, I thought you were talking about
no,
comedy
girl.
album.
No, girl. You said Whoopi. Not Whoopi. No, I'm sorry. So it's for the women who for the black women who's gotten EGOT. It's Viola Davis, Jennifer Hudson, and Whoopi Goldberg.
Period.
I said, no, you said
I was
Whoopi.
like, best comedy. But yeah, and
Yeah.
nobody else is nominated that I know in the best comedy album category. So
Mm-hmm.
like we said in the wise words of Issa Rae, I'm rooting for
I
everybody
root for
black.
everybody black.
So Dave Chappelle got that one. So yeah, those are kind of like all the categories that we kind of liked
Mm-hmm.
and were looking for. Y'all know how the Grammys is. It's like 1,000,001 of those categories.
It does, and it goes on forever and ever and ever.
And ever, y'all. It's y'all know
Mm-hmm.
how the Grammys are. But yeah, I would say personally, in my opinion, overall, with all the awards, I think that they went to the right people.
Mm-hmm.
I know people talk about the album of the year, and but I guess my take this time around is mostly everybody that was nominated,
Got
in
what they.
all those categories got an award somewhere
Yep.
besides Mary J, and they still did her wrong.
Girl, they snubbed your girls. What you saying?
Right, like
They
she was not in for
snubbed your
like I don't know
girl.
how many. Like darn, they could get her win. But anyway, other than that, I think that this time around, Cause like I said, I ain't watched the Grammys in I don't know how long. This time around, for the most part, I definitely think that they went to the right people. I know there are some people that didn't get nominated at all that people thought should be nominated, but that's kind of always gonna be a thing. Like I said, some I know like The Weeknd doesn't submit his music
Mm-mm.
to the Grammys anymore. I don't believe that Drake does, but the song that
He
Drake got not well, I think he did
he
this
was
year because I
features,
think
but wasn't it features that he had?
yeah, I think so. I have
Did
to go back
he
and look.
did he put his head in for the electronic dance album?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, well, see, then he must not have put it in because he technically that album that he
Oh,
released wasn't it last year? He released it right before
yeah,
Beyonce.
yeah. I
It
don't think
wasn't. It wasn't that wasn't that good for him. I'm not gonna hold you.
I don't think so. But yeah, overall, I mean, the Grammys was you know the Grammys. I think a lot, like I said, a lot of people that got the awards from the just from the categories that we talked about were very deserving. Give or take a
Mm-hmm.
few.
I give it
The
take a few.
performances were good. The performances that we wanted to see and we watched was good. I know Jay Z and
Mm-hmm.
DJ Khaled and them performed also, and
Yes, yeah. I watched
yeah.
it on his Instagram.
But overall, I think it was a pretty good Grammys. Um, yeah, like I said, I think for me, my favorite performance was the 50th like hip hop tribute thingy. And yeah, I think that's like my favorite part because I'm an old head. I love old stuff, like everything. So that for me was pretty exciting. So that whole segment for me was my favorite part. What was your favorite part of the Grammys? Or your favorite moment?
Technically, now okay. Let me throw my 2 cents in, girl. I'm one of those people. I like the aftermath of the drama, like of any award show. Like I like people on Twitter. My favorite part is reading about what other people think that goes on during like any of the award shows.
So your
That is
favorite
my
part is
favorite
not the
part.
Grammys itself or
Not
the
the game
award show.
itself. It's
It's
just
the
what
what
comes
people
out.
say.
Yes, it's what
Yeah.
comes out after it because that's like the best. Like hearing people's side or takes on stuff. That's like my favorite thing. Like literally, like I can't like sometimes you all know like we grew up in the age of like Twitter was like the best thing ever. Like everything was going on. Twitter was that and the third. So hopping over there after every time, like even after BET Awards, even after somebody gets an award, like after Beyonce won, going on to see what happened. After Beyonce lost an award, everybody's
Yeah.
still commenting like how it's fresh. Like, what do you mean she didn't win the award? How come she didn't win it? Blah blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. I love that stuff. So my favorite part is what comes after to hear what the whole world has to say. That's my favorite part.
Yeah. I'm not on Twitter like that no more, so I don't really know. Do Twitter.
I
I've been
think
on Twitter
I
and
literally think that's the only
years.
reason why I keep Twitter. It's just to see like other
Yeah.
than it being
Twitter.
like it's almost like a daily newspaper for me.
You
You know
know
what I'm saying?
why I can't do Twitter anymore? It like came. It's really the people that I follow, y'all.
Yeah.
It became really a it became a lot. It was really a
Hmm.
lot. But yeah,
People say it is toxic.
it is.
You know,
Twitter is. Ooh,
it's a very.
Twitter is.
I would say it's different from like when we were like the first almost generation. Like we were in high school. Was high
Mm-mm.
school like when was it?
Yeah, it was high school, middle
Like
schoolish.
freshman year, kind of when it
Yeah.
became like very popular. So like we were in like the first like age of where like we would say like people would say like funny stuff and it was kind of taken not serious and out of context. But like
Yeah. Now Twitter is
nowadays
just. Whew.
you can't say that type of stuff.
Right. But yeah, I would say this was a pretty good Grammy. So
Mhm.
y'all, we hope y'all liked our little commentary on the Grammys or whatever. We are doing a double. I would say the double. I was gonna say
Like what are we
something.
doing?
So oh my god, I was gonna say a whole different word. The
Okay.
NAACP Awards.
Oh, that's what you was trying. You said the double. You said the double.
I said the double
Girl,
A
what you
Award.
talking about? The double.
The NAACP Award.
The African American color. Like what?
Award.
Not even
Um,
the AA.
that comes on in like a couple weeks. I think next weekend. Yeah. So we're gonna do that and give y'all our commentary on that one as
Mhm.
well. This one is a different one, y'all know, because NAACP is the black vote. So
They gonna have
we're
us on
gonna
there, y'all.
see what is to be seen. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, you liked our commentary. make sure y'all go back and listen to all of our other episodes. Like I said, we are episode. Well, Lauren said episode 5, but technically we did
Girl,
6 episodes with the
it
bonus.
is with the bonus. So it's 5, but with the bonus it's 6. So count it however you may want to count it.
Right. But still, it was.
Be sure. So be sure to, girl, be sure to share this podcast with your friends. Leave us a review. Follow us on the TikTok, Instagram, the YouTube. Send us a DM if you want to hear some other stuff. Let us know. What else we gotta say?
That's it, girl. You covered it all.
Period.
Yes.
Period.
I actually think that y'all gonna listen to this episode before Friday because I want y'all to get this commentary early. So y'all probably will hear this. If y'all lucky, it's Monday for us. Y'all might hit this on Monday. Tuesday or Wednesday. Get early one this week, y'all. But yeah, do all the things that Lauren said. And we will see you guys. Well, we always say we will see you. Last week it was you that said it. The week before it was
see. So we hope to hear from you guys. So like I said, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. DM us if you want to hear something new, you want to hear anything. If you have some commentary you would like to add onto this podcast, let us know. We can definitely work our way in there. Okay? Y'all be blessed. Have a great night.
Bye, y'all.